everybody. This is the Golden Boot Podcast. It's our favorite time of the week. We are pumped up. I think everybody everybody's excited tonight. Cody's over there lip reading me or lip doing something with his lips. I don't know what's going on. I am joined tonight by, of course, three gentlemen that are two gentlemen that are fantastic. Cody Slavinsky, the legend, the master creator of all graphics, and Brian Kelly's Towboy. And then we have the legend, Mr. Propellerhead himself, Chris Vandy Keenhold. I've gotten very good at that name. Practiced a lot.
So you mentioned three guys.
Yeah.
And it brought back the very vivid video that I saw earlier this week of the Alabama fan saying the three horns down. Was I thought we were having to come back to that.
Three horns down, boy. Yeah, I know it. Hey, let us know where you're watching from. Jump in these comments. We love to see it. We appreciate so much for all the support. We had a fantastic show last week, and I think we'll have an even better one this week. Y'all agree? So, we got a lot to talk about tonight. First off, we always start off. Tell us about your week, starting with Cody. What's been going on with you?
Man, been working like a dog all week. Hadn't stopped. It's been fun though. I'm just coming off that nice victory over Arkansas last weekend.
Yeah.
Felt so good. I don't know if you happened to watch the game, George, but I did. It was fantastic.
I might have peeked at it.
But last night I got to see my alma mater on ESPN2. I went to Clay Chalfant High School, class of 08, and they defeated Thompson High School, who has one of our featured high school athletes, Trent Seaborn, as their quarterback, and Clay Chalfant defeated them. Thompson was ranked 17th nationally, number 1 overall in the state of Alabama. Clay Chalfant was number 3 in the state of Alabama. Thompson's class 7A, Clay Chalfant's class 6A, and Clay Chalfant came out and got the victory. Jalen Mbakwe is the number 2 cornerback in the nation, but he played quarterback last night for them. He had 5 touchdowns on his birthday, and that kid's fast. And he's committed to the Gumps, unfortunately, but kid's very talented, has a very bright future ahead of him. Can't wait to see him at the next level for sure. But it's been a heck of a week.
Yeah, my week has been a little topsy-turvy. I actually spent the first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, in Arkansas. Not for anything fun. I had to go down and stay with a buddy of mine. They decided to bring us all back into the office for 3 days. So you can tell how I feel about that, being away from my family for 3 days. But it is what it is. You got to bring in the money somehow, and I mean, it is, we'll go with it. But I'm here. I'm excited. We got a lot to talk about. Chris, how was your week?
So the highlight of my week happened last night. As I proudly wear on my sleeve, I am 4 years sober. My better half, actually 4.5 years sober. My better half, Marla, is 4.5 years clean and sober as well. Well, her daughter has entered a faith-based rehab in Winchester, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And they have an annual banquet for fundraising.
Oh, wow.
And she entered the program 3 weeks ago, and we got to go down last night to the banquet.
Wow.
And got to see her, and the change in that girl just in 3 weeks alone is remarkable.
That's awesome.
We've had some private chats. George and Cody know a little bit more detail about what she's been through.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, the highlight of the night for me had to be when they had an entire choir of people in recovery belting out the tune Ain't No Grave.
Oh, wow.
And to hear that and the passion that they had when they sang that song, just incredible for me. Brought me to tears.
That's amazing. That is just incredible. I really like that song. And you sent me that, and that was a very, very good.
It was
very good rendition of that, and that's hey, we all struggle. We all go through things. But we all get through it. And my higher power is, of course, Jesus Christ. I'm not afraid to say that. And I believe that things are good. Oh, Tony Thomas giving the golden boot to all other so-called podcasts in the college football world. I think that means giving the golden boot, meaning kicking them out.
Yep,
Man, you are a legend, sir. And as Tim Bailey said today, it makes you 20 years younger when you jump on here. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
I thought that was great. Because this man is a legend in the comments, ladies and gentlemen.
Amen to that. And he's a great writer, too. So.
He is a phenomenal writer. So that means the world to us. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it.
Speaking of Tony being a phenomenal writer, if you want to read the content of one Tony Thomas or myself and George, visit collegefootballdogs.com.
Yeah.
And check out the content. We have some fabulous writers, and I'm just thankful that we have a platform where we can do that and share our talents with the world.
Yeah. Thank you.
For sure. I'm going to write one day, I promise.
Hey, man, you're too busy with all the graphics. Oh, man. Well, I think...
And we got the perfect setup here.
Oh, we do.
You got me, I'm the writer. You got George, he's the vocal guy. And you got Cody, that is the media savvy, technical, whatever you want to call him. We got the perfect setup here.
Exactly.
What is it? What is it? A three-strand? It was a three-stranded rope is harder to break or something. What's the saying?
Yes, sir.
I have no idea.
I like it.
Braided, whatever the saying is. I'm really bad at that.
And hey, another thing though, George, we have to give shout outs to our daughters.
Oh, yeah, I know. That is what happened this week. You're right, Cody. You go first.
Yeah. So my daughter Leah, she's a kindergartner, and every month at their school, they elect one student from each class to be the student of the month. The first month they do it, my baby girl gets it.
Right.
And I'm super proud of her because, I mean, it's a huge accomplishment. But my thing is, they didn't give a reason. I mean, they say it shows leadership and, all that.
Yeah.
But I want to know, what she did. I want to be able to say, hey, I'm proud of you for doing, So we have a parent-teacher conference. Apparently they do those, quarterly. So when we have that, I'm going to say, well, I'm very proud of her, but I want to know exactly details of more why I'm proud of it. So,
yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing. Abby got her student of the month as well, and hers said for responsibility. Now, I'm throwing my hand up and going, okay, wait a minute. So she's overly responsible at school, but yet she can't be responsible to pick her shoes up out of the hallway. I mean, it is, it is what it is.
She's in her safe space at home. That's what it is.
I know. Well,
I can't compare to that. All I've got is a little video of my grandson Mason hitting a triple last night.
Whoa.
Hitting a triple?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, got himself a triple last night.
I don't think I can hit a triple.
Technically, it's his third season of playing coach pitch. He played fall ball last year.
Yeah.
Really, really struggled because they played him up an age group to play coach pitch. And then being one of the younger kids in spring ball, he was starting to come around a little bit, make a little bit of contact, but it was always just weak little dribbler stuff. Last week he hit a double over the second baseman's head that rolled all the way to the wall, and last night got a triple. So, I can't compare.
Wait till your daughter's turned 12. That's when the switch flips. Stop, Tony.
Yes.
You can't.
Hey, to be fair, mine's
me, man.
I'm scared if that's the case because I feel like her switch is already flipping.
Yeah.
That attitude. Oh,
right.
my gosh. But no, man, shout out to Mason, man. That's awesome. I'm assuming he was using a bat from justbats.com.
He was.
Oh.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Very nice bat. And he loves it. That's the only bat he uses this year.
Oh,
what does he call you?
Pops.
Pops.
I love it.
Old corn pop. No, I'm just kidding.
That's Pops is what my kids call my father-in-law, so I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, it sounds like we all have a great week. Let's get into this. Y'all know what it is. Let's do some icebreakers.
So who wants to go first?
Hang on. Chris, can I call you Pops?
Do it.
Please do it, Tony. I mean, you are 20 years younger right now, so absolutely do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I want to shout out to the comments. Y'all are amazing. If you would put in your icebreakers, put in something funny you had during the week. We want to see it. We want to interact with it. Because we try to make this segment about you guys. We try to bring the most entertaining things we can find to kind of tickle your fancy, whatever you want on a Friday night. So drop in the comments if you're watching something that you think is a just kind of gets the show blasted open. But I don't care who goes first.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go first.
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys a video, then I'm gonna talk about it after.
Ooh.
You know he felt that.
Oh gosh, cup or not, man. Oh
my gosh, it's actually letting us talk during a video. This is nice.
Yes, I know.
So yeah, Caleb Williams and his center apparently were not on the same page at that moment, and took one right to the groin, and I'm sure he had to ice up after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to his future kids. Yeah. Daddy felt one that night.
His future kids, I know, right? Oh man, rip. Yeah, that was tough to watch, and that kind of that kind of was a testament.
Stay on topic.
I know, but I had to. Shout at the Trojan horse. Good God, that kind of that play in itself summed up the night against Colorado State, against Arizona State.
Absolutely.
In that game. I mean, it was sloppy. USC pulled it out, but man, it was a tough one. And Caleb Williams getting a groin shot was just kind of the how that night flowed. Go ahead, Chris. What's yours?
So I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to give Cody some credit here on mine.
Okay.
He did something this week. He called it 3 Thoughts from Cody or whatever he titled it.
Yeah.
And it gave me the idea, hey, all 3 of us should do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw my 3 thoughts up. And then when I finish with it, I'm going to play a video related to one of my thoughts.
Okay.
So
go ahead. Let's see them.
So my 3 thoughts are Vanderbilt fans calling for Joey Lynch to get fired.
Yeah.
Full stop.
Full stop, huh?
The offensive play calling is not the problem with Vanderbilt. The play calling has put up 36, 43, 20, 37, and 28 points. The problem is a leaky defense, and they play romper room football. Quit turning the ball over.
Yeah.
The play calling has been fine. I don't have a problem with it. My second one, I can't really read it.
Which one? Oh, if you want me to read it?
Yeah, go
Pops?
ahead.
You want me to read it for you, Pops?
Yeah, my eyes are bad, I'm telling you.
If you want a class act individual to clean up your image as a football program, go to Derek Mason. Great guy, solid coach. Get him before someone else does.
Yes. So Derek Mason, great guy.
Yeah.
He covered Vanderbilt last week. He's covering them again as part of the SEC network.
Yeah.
He didn't have the results that he deserved at Vanderbilt. He kind of got ran over by the train at the end of his time here, and things just turned out bad. But if you want a great guy that can clean up the image, go get Derek Mason. He'll do it for you.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. College. I know exactly who put this in here. I know exactly who
it was too.
Well, so if you guys are playing Vanderbilt bingo, there's 2 slots you can mark off your card, as he's talked about Vanderbilt twice already. And this one, with all due respect, Pops, a new drinking game. Your next every time you say exactly, Tony gets it. Tony gets it, man. I'm telling you. It could be something about a popsicle stick, and he would turn it into Vandy. It's a passionate love of the game, and I'm here for it. I love it.
I tell you a game that some friends of mine have done in the past during the College World Series. When Vanderbilt would make it, every time there's a whistle sequence, they would take a shot.
Oh gosh!
You mean?
No, I'm kidding.
No.
Wait. Let me see. You mean this?
I'm taking my headphones off. Y'all, literally, when he played that last week, I had my volume turned all the way up, and when it played, I went, ugh. I had to just pull it straight out. I was like, oh. So every time I know, I'm trying to get a spot where Chris goes, oh, you mean this? And then I know I got to get my headphones ready. So you want me to read the last one, or can you read that one?
I can read it. I know what that one is. I see the Iowa logo there.
Okay.
Have you noticed how much Kirk Ferentz has aged this season?
Oh, Lord.
Just over the last year.
Yeah.
I fully believe Kirk Ferentz retires at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I know that Iowa has the money. And I fully believe that Mark Stoops will be his replacement at the University of Iowa when it's over and done.
That is wild.
As you know, Mark Stoops played his college football at Iowa, and he got his start in coaching at Iowa. When home calls, you go home. Iowa's home for Mark Stoops. Now, regarding Kirk Ferentz and how much he's aged, we have a new thing in America, well, around the world, called AI.
Yeah.
And there's an Iowa fan that has been making some AI videos here recently. And Kirk Ferentz was actually asked about them today in his press conference. And here is his reply. You guys are going to love this.
I heard one on the radio last Wednesday, I believe. Not regarding anybody in this building, but clever, and they were almost sounded authentic. Maybe they were, for all I know. I don't know. I got some artificial intelligence in my head, too, so maybe it was authentic. But it just, as we get smarter, I think sometimes we get dumber, quite frankly. I think that's one observation I'll make over the last X amount of decades. It's interesting. So, but it is clever. I mean, it's clever, entertaining, all that stuff. I mean, a lot of people must have a lot of time to do stuff. I promise you, we're not doing that stuff.
When you look at
it may look like it at times, but we're not, doing that.
I love it.
Yeah,
but you can see how much he's aged there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. He looks like Joe Biden almost.
Yeah. Oh goodness. There were some drunk people in the Vandy game. So Bob Stoops coached under Hayden Fry. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's not that far fetched of a statement. I don't see Bob Stoops, retiring out of Kentucky. We'll see, and we'll see how that plays out. So, anyway, good. That's Chris's thoughts for the week. Boy, it's nice to dive into his head. All right, so I have a few things I want to show you, and mine are all NFL related. And I know that on College Football Dogs, it kind of is, but we haven't talked about this before. I shared it. This is the weirdest thing I think I've ever seen in any sports game, any media, There's going to be an entire NFL game played as a Toy Story version, like a Pixar animated. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I'm excited for it. And the reason I say that is because my daughter, who, honest to God truth, doesn't care about sports at all. I mean, she really doesn't. I mean, she likes to watch LSU games with me because I think she likes to see me get excited.
Yeah.
But she's like, Daddy, can we watch this? I was like, yeah. I love Toy Story. It's one of my favorite animated series, and the fact that my kids love it makes me even happier. So they're on to something with this if it works out.
Right. Yeah. What do you think, Chris?
I mean, you got to build a future fan base.
You do.
So why not do it? I mean, kids love football just as much as we as adults love football. So yeah, go for it and build the new fan base.
You're not wrong, Tony. You're not wrong.
Minions playing football. That would be
Oh
awesome.
my goodness, that would be.
Speaking of
something.
Minions playing football, have you seen any of the football videos where they have mascot games?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like the mascots are playing the kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the adults and the mascots are like stiff arming the little kids away.
Did you see the Braves
it's
mascot?
glorious.
The what?
Which one?
The Braves mascot the other day.
No.
He was-
See it.
Yeah, so he was running, and kids were coming up, and he was trucking them on the field. It was hilarious.
There's nothing better.
It really isn't.
Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, I think this is cool. It's just the weirdest kind of concept. And I don't really know, like, is this going to be recorded and then they make the game, or is this going to be live?
No, this is 100% live.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen. So I guess, hey, it's probably AI, something to do with that. It's pretty remarkable. And is it just me? Oh, let's see here. Oh yeah, I see. My bad. I'll put that back up there. Okay. All right. Cool. Thank you for watching there, Larry Redding, whoever that is.
Hey, Larry.
Hey,
Hi,
Larry.
Larry.
Good to see you, Larry. Is it just me, or has Joe Burrow not shot a commercial for the Heisman House?
It's true. He hasn't.
You're
And
right. You're right, Tony.
I've been wondering why he has not appeared in one yet.
That
Got
is
to be
very
some
strange.
kind of contractual thing with his corporate sponsors.
Yeah, it must
Yeah.
be. It must be. It must be. Yeah, I think this is good. I've got one more thing, and this is so there. And I think this right here, the Kansas City Chiefs absolutely destroyed the Chicago Bears, and rightfully so, because the Bears are terrible. As a Packers fan, I can absolutely say that with utmost confidence.
Hey, leave this up. Give me 1 second.
But they did it in front of not only a packed Chicago house, they did it in front of Taylor Swift. And rumors have been flying around that Travis Kelce and her have been dating. I couldn't get the video. Well, I know it's not a rumor anymore. But the funniest video I think I saw, if anybody saw this, everybody showed. If anybody watched anything over the weekend, this was played all over every media network, all over the place, was her yelling, "Let's effing go," when Travis Kelce catches a 6-yard touch. Oh, and we have an expert on our panel today. Hi.
Hi, I'm not really an expert. I was just wondering how y'all felt about Taylor Swift making Travis Kelce so famous and so popular now. He's gained so many followers, and now everyone knows who he is.
Oh, yep. There's a new fan base growing. There's there's a bunch of Swifties now following Kelce. I wonder though if they break up, if the follows go away.
Probably, and there will
Yeah.
probably be songs written about him.
Oh
Yes.
gosh.
But yes,
I wanted a touchdown. You gave me a field goal.
Bonnie and I were just wondering, gonna ask the football experts over here what they thought about that, huh?
Well, I am so glad that you asked that question. That's awesome.
That
That's
is
Good to,
awesome.
That's
good
the
to
most,
finally meet you, by the way.
hey, that's the most we know about football, huh?
Yeah, that's all good.
Just know, we just know Taylor Swift, huh?
Taylor Swift, boy. Hey,
Yeah.
it broadens the horizons, that's for sure. Awesome.
It does.
All right, so that's all
Hey,
we got.
say bye.
Why are you looking at me, kiddo?
I know.
Yeah.
The Slavinskys over there. So good. What a good family. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Awesome. Well, that was cool. Yeah. That put me on the spot, why don't you? Man, God.
I know,
Right.
right? I was just like, hey, come here.
So I'm trying to get something real quick. Hang on just 1 second. I'm trying to get this pulled up. If I can get it, it would be awesome. If not, it's whatever. Did y'all see the video of her screaming in Mama Kelsey's ear?
No.
Travis Kelce. So
When he
literally,
scored?
he scored a 6-yard touchdown like he does, like it's like he could do it in his sleep, and she's screaming, "Let's have it go!" And Mama Kelce just looks over at her and just like claps like he does this all the time. Welcome to the club,
Right.
you know.
So let me ask you guys a question. Are either of you like into like conspiracy theories or anything?
Conspiracy theories,
Somewhat, yes.
somewhat.
Okay.
Sure. What?
So I've dug down some rabbit holes about Taylor Swift. And my wife's already yelling no at me. So I have seen things like where people claim that she's a witch and
What?
she is part of the Illuminati and part of like
What?
some secret
Oh, well, I
foundation,
mean-
like, societies and stuff that do some weird stuff that I can't say on our show. And I automatically in my head believe that she's a bad person because of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm an anti-Swift.
You're an anti-Swifty. Chris,
Yes.
are you an anti-Swifty?
I'm not a Swifty.
I'm team Jason Kelsey. So
Your team, Jason Kelsey. Nice. So Swift Kelsey fans, instead of swapping bracelets, they could swap Jockstrap. Woo! No.
Well,
No.
boom.
do we
Man.
use that for a segue?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think so. Let's. What are we segueing into, Chris? Thanks, Andrew, for listening as you drive
let's
home.
segue into the dirty Jockstrap.
That quick? Okay. All
Might
right.
as
like
well
it.
get it out of the way. Cody,
Might
take the
as
floor.
well.
This one is yours, sir.
All right. So, well, honestly, I could have just left this blank because
Yeah.
apparently Colorado does not have a secondary. Like, it's just embarrassing. I mean,
Yeah.
they made Bo Nix look like the best quarterback in the entire world. NFL, college, high school, everything. Like, they just made him look goated. And it was embarrassing. The worst part of it is Colorado has one of the best defensive backs on their roster in the entire nation, and he doesn't play. Cromani McLean. The kid was a 5-star out of high school. He was going to go, I believe, to Miami, and he decided to go out to Colorado to join Dion, which don't blame him. And he hadn't really seen the field. And honestly, that kid could make a difference for him. But right now, I mean, it's like you just have like an open field space. Like, in all seriousness, if USC doesn't score a touchdown on every drive, I would be very surprised. Like, it's that bad.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Tony.
Somebody taking a shot here.
Neither does LSU, I'm sorry to say. Look, are you gonna give Arkansas credit or not in that? We haven't even got there yet. But
Andre
LSU secondary
Sam
is
bringing it together. Gotta
Yeah.
believe in Sam.
yeah. But no, I wholeheartedly agree. I could see this being way worse than the Oregon score. It depends on if USC clicks on all cylinders.
Sure.
And
Watch us
and
say
go
all
from
this and Colorado end up upsetting them or something.
there. Shoot.
So, am I the only one that's got a gut feeling that Colorado is going to do the unthinkable and shut Hunter Dorsey's
I
butt
knew you
up?
were gonna say that because
Why do
you
I
gotta
have that feeling?
because Hunter doesn't let go and get off of you about Vanderbilt. That's why. So it's automatic. USC is Hunter's team. You're like, I don't care if it's Air Force. They're beating them by 50 points.
No, I just have a gut feeling Colorado is going to shock the world this week.
Man, that would be something. You come in. I mean, that would be something.
I mean, that's
Let me
the
tell
beautiful
you.
thing about football. In any given week, any team can win.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yes, and Andre Sam has been a big help and a godsend.
amen to that.
LSU. Yeah. All right, let's take a quick break. Before we do, please, if you're already watching, share this link, like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Helps us out so much. This is the Golden Boot Podcast. Let's hear from Bones Coffee.
What's the difference between these two identical cups of coffee? Everything. Everything. Boring, basic coffee is leaving you dead inside. Thank the Dark Lord, there's Bones Coffee. Small batch, full-bodied coffee infused with the most mind-melting flavors in the world. Or underworld.
Oh, I've had flavored coffee
Oh, I've
before.
had flavored coffee before. You haven't had Welcome to the highly caffeinated, slightly wicked, and immortally delicious world of Bones. Our mad coffee scientists have twisted nature to their demented wills.
It's alive!
With frightfully delicious flavors like from dusk till donuts,
It's a taste I can really sink my teeth into.
mint invaders,
I don't mean to probe, but how did you make this coffee taste like ice cream?
and electric unicorn.
Like eating fruity cereal. Yeah!
At Bones Coffee, we'll try just about every flavor combo out there.
Cannolis, salted pretzels, strawberry cheesecake.
The ones we love are made into small batches, roasted to order, and delivered directly to you. But the others... Rest in peace, Beanfish. We've got over 30 killer concoctions. So French press that link to find your new favorite coffee. There's more to life than pumpkin spice. But yeah, we smashed that pumpkin too. We also have comforting classic coffee if the flavored stuff is too scary. At Bones, our beans are complex and multidimensional,
I have opinions.
which makes for rich, smooth, jaw-droppingly good Joe. Stop drinking hot bean water and resurrect your caffeine routine. You can Bones at home, Bones at work, or Bones during your commute. Go to bonescoffee.com and check out our thousands of spooktacular 5-star reviews. If committing to one flavor gives you the heebie-jeebies, try our sample packs, a shocking selection of our most hauntingly delicious blends. Or join the coffee club and get new flavors delivered as often as you'd like. It's time to break from boring. Click the link to get yourself a bag of Bones today.
Yo, what's going on? This is Jacob Hester, former LSU running back, here to tell you about a brand new college football podcast, the Golden Boot Podcast. Give it a listen, give it a try, give it a follow. They're going to work hard to be your new favorite podcast.
You're listening to the Golden Boot Podcast. Stay golden.
So I'm glad you played that video for Bones Coffee.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday or not, but James Franklin had a press conference this week,
Did he?
and literally half of the press conference was him talking about coffee. It's like he was having a coffee club meeting.
Really?
Yeah, check this out. This is actually pretty cool.
Okay.
Good afternoon, James. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready.
Rich, are you a coffee guy?
I'm a big coffee guy.
Black or like ice cream sundae?
Huh. Black.
I'm an ice
A little
cream.
bit of cream.
Yeah, I'm an ice cream sundae guy, but I've been doing this fasting. I drink it black. And just like you shake your head about the ice cream sundae, I shake my head about the black. I hate the black. It's like punishment. That's what I got right now.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, black or sweetener and cream?
Sweetener and cream. Yeah, I'm not a coffee purist. I'm a coffee guy, but not a purist.
I'm with you.
I'm good. I'm a black coffee guy.
You are. You beat me to the punch. You just said I'm gonna steal his thunder.
Yeah, I could tell we were having a Thanksgiving. What's your favorite?
Yeah.
What's your favorite applesauce thing?
Yeah. What is the calories in that?
It's only like 80 calories.
Oh, yeah.
As long as you don't get extra cream or sugar with it, you don't really need it.
Right, but I'm doing this fasting, so it's got to be 0 calories. Like
so
I don't.
It's 80. It's 80.
So he goes on for like 3 minutes, and this guy asked him, he said, about the injuries, he said, Mike, we have a theme going on here, and gets right back on the topic of coffee and tea. Somebody needs to get him some Bones coffee.
I mean, yeah, I would say so, but I just, yeah. Can you comment on the absolute destruction that your defense put up or whatever? I don't know. I kind of like cream and sugar in my coffee. I'm not a tea drinker. Does anybody have any coffee in here? Like that is the weirdest. I think that's the weirdest press conference I've ever. Well, not the weirdest. The one about something about a cat getting in the house or something was just the weirdest one I think I've ever seen in my life.
Now, the best press conference ever will always be Les Miles.
Uh-huh.
Go find a member of this football team and kiss him right on the mouth if you're a girl.
Man. Yeah, right? Yeah, the cat house, yeah. If you want to piss off Franklin, ask him any question about Joe Paterno. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I think that might get you kicked out of the media room. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, the cat in the house. Yeah, there's a cat in the house. It's just what is going on with press conferences this year? These are the weirdest press conference I've ever seen. All right, so let's get on to Bone Crushers. All right, Bone Crushers, you guys know what it is. If you've watched the show before, this is where we give our cold, hard truths about whatever it is we want to give our cold, hard truths up because we have the microphone and you don't. So I'm gonna go first tonight, and it's gonna go right with our jockstrap. Colorado, cold, hard truth. Listen, you did awesome the first couple games of the season. You did great against TCU. You did great against Nebraska. You did great against Colorado State. Reality has started to set in. Oregon was just way too much for you. And I'm sorry, USC, I don't – man, it'll be a long rest of the season for Colorado, in my opinion. They're riddled with injuries now. Travis Hunter is probably the best player on that team. We're not going to see him for a while. So, cold hard truth, Colorado, you're moving the right direction, but let's knock down the notch of, hey, we're going to the national championship. I have seen posts like that. We're 3-0. We're going to the national championship. Okay, whoa, pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. You have played hardly anybody. You played TCU on a day that they had no film on you. You surprised the heck out of them. Now TCU is playing much better football. I mean, let's pump the brakes. It's not a national championship caliber team. And I didn't bring the graphic, but did y'all see how many celebrities are supposed to be at this USC game? And they're coming all to watch Prime, and they're gonna come to watch him get his butt kicked. I'm sorry, it's. Yeah, Coach Prime, and I mean, there's like 50-something celebrities that are going to be there. All the press boxes are filled. They're pushing this game out max, all every media, and it's just going to be a daggum, just a destruction of a. Georgia has played a JV schedule so far. Wow, Tony, you're not wrong. And even South Carolina played them well, close. But they have not played hardly anybody. I agree. So that's my Bone Crusher tonight. Somebody else go ahead.
Says the fan of a team that played Southeastern Louisiana.
Who? LSU?
Yes.
Oh.
No, we didn't.
Southern. That's who it was.
We didn't play Southern.
You got to get the team right.
You played somebody.
To be fair, we played Grambling.
Okay. Same difference. Same difference.
Yeah, but we also played Florida State, Mississippi State, and Arkansas.
What's Mississippi State? Aren't they 0-2 in the SEC?
They're fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about. They own the Pac-12.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. Hey, a reminder, get your comments in here. We love interacting with you guys. Keep them coming. We love it. What's your Bone Crusher, Cody?
Well, there's many that I could think of, but there is one that is kind of sticking me in the side a little bit. I'm not liking is Alabama fans.
Yeah,
they're killing me this week.
Are they? Why are they killing you?
So, as everybody knows, I live in Alabama. I work with a lot of Alabama fans. Great people, love those guys.
Right.
But there's a lot of people saying, "Hey, we're back. We're here to take over." But I mean, I watched the Ole Miss game just like anyone else, and there's still issues. Do I think Alabama's a good football team? Sure, they're fine. But they're not. They're not elite. It's got to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. That's probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite nickname. The Commode Doors.
And actually,
George, let me remind you.
No, don't start. I'm not on that. I'm not in that. I'm not in that. Gosh.
Uh-huh.
So
I know what you're gonna say. Arkansas's only had 4 winning seasons. Yeah. I got it.
So, speaking of Vanderbilt, though, and now I'll take a shot, everybody.
Vandy upsets
There's one thing about this team that I do like.
Yeah.
And they don't quit.
No, they don't.
I mean, okay, they've had issues with turnovers and stuff like that. But the team, they don't quit. And I like that in them. And I feel like that's going to lead to them getting a couple upsets over in games that they should be counted out in. And I think that Missouri this week is really in a bad spot with Vanderbilt because, I mean, if you really look at it, Vanderbilt against Kentucky, Vanderbilt did not look bad. They really didn't.
Mm.
I mean, realistically, you take out the small errors in that game, and Vanderbilt played just as good, if not better, than Kentucky.
Yeah.
Missouri's done well so far this year. I mean, they've had some close games and games they shouldn't. Mm-hmm. And next week, Missouri has LSU. If there was ever a trap game, this is definitely it. So, Missouri fans, just keep your eyes peeled this weekend.
Yeah, Missouri's 4-0 for the first time in I don't even know how long. And I don't know if you watched the SEC shorts, but that is a very funny video of Missouri trying to court the playoff.
Yes.
She locks him in a panic room, calls the alarm. Who are you again? You're in the SEC? Wait, what? I didn't know that.
I'm actually glad you brought that up, Cody. Because when you look at the analytics from the Kentucky game,
yeah,
Vanderbilt actually had more positive yards plays than Kentucky did.
Mm-hmm.
And in the run game, 52% of their plays in the run game were for positive yards. So there's things within the game that suggest that Vanderbilt was actually the better team, and it was they just beat themselves again.
Yeah. And this game's at Vanderbilt, correct?
Yes. Yeah. I can't wait till these Missourians come down here and experience our tent lockers that everybody wants to complain about.
After seeing them, though,
Missourians.
They're not
nice. They're nice for being a tent.
Nice as setup as you can get. And George has officially left the show, ladies and gentlemen. He is done. And he's back.
He was
forgive me. I was about to spontaneously combust over here. My fan turned sideways on me, so I was just burning alive. This is Andrew right here making a good point. Good Kentucky isn't real. They can't hurt you. Yeah. If you just let them wish them to go away, they will.
Yeah,
now, Chris, what's your bone?
Well, hold on, one more, and I promise I'm done.
No, Cody.
This weekend, with Kentucky and Florida, that right there, I don't care how good or bad each team is, that is going to be a slugfest, and it's going to be nasty.
Yeah.
No comment.
I don't know.
What?
It's kind of strange.
Thinking about it, I don't think we've ever had Twitter comments come through.
Nope. I thought about that too. I don't know why.
Interesting.
But we're getting Twitch comments. Twitch, please.
Are we? Twitch, please.
We are. This user VandyChris5, no idea who that could be.
Who's that? I wonder who that is. Hey, Tim, thanks for joining. It's weird. I don't know what that is. It's very strange. We'll have to go under the hood on that. I agree.
For sure.
Is what it is. But anyway.
Tim Bailey, I hear he's got some special host lined up for his show next week.
I know.
Because he can't make it, and yeah, I think people are going to have to tune into that one.
Man, I know. We don't want to spoil it, but it might be somebody that you know. Wink, wink.
You just never know.
You never know. That might set his show on a trajectory towards being excellent.
Or we might get him canceled. You never know.
Yeah, never know.
I'm going to record the show sitting on the couch in my underwear. You never know.
Just remember, guys, it's a family-friendly show.
That's my line, Chris. That's my line, Chris. Hey, it won't be the first time somebody's underwear has been blasted all over the internet. So the wicked Twitch of the South, yeah, for real. Yeah, Taylor Swift, yeah. All right, Chris, what's your bone crusher?
You would put me on the spot. I haven't really thought about it this week.
You got one. You got one rolling up here.
I'm trying to think.
Give me something on
okay, let me go this route.
Uh-huh.
I actually think Kansas is the best team in the Big 12.
Uh-huh.
And Washington is the best team in the Pac-12.
Okay.
I think both Kansas and Washington are dangerous in terms of being able to sneak into the playoffs. If Kansas can pull the big win at Texas this week, I think people need to start taking them serious.
Well, something that I mentioned on Tim Bailey this morning on his show is, who would you rather as your quarterback, Jalen Daniels, or would you want Milroe from Alabama?
Yeah,
because that's the best quarterback they've seen is Milroe. So
yeah,
and very, very true.
And like I said, they got a tough schedule coming up.
They do,
and if they can manage that and win the Big 12 championship, you might see Kansas Jayhawk team in the playoffs.
Andrew
I would
thinks
not be
Texas
shocked.
Is just going to wipe the floor with Kansas, apparently.
The one good thing, though, is Kansas has a fantastic coach.
And quarterback.
Yeah, and here's something to think about, too. Quinn Ewers does not look like the same Quinn Ewers from Alabama, from when he played out in Alabama. I don't know what that is. That is a very strange analytic, but,
it's like he's big game Quinn, and that's it.
Yeah, right? Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Big game Quinn, man. Because he was lights out. I think we gave him the golden boot. I think that we
did.
Because he looked like a Heisman caliber quarterback in that game, and then here they are. Few weeks later, he has fallen off the rails. So it depends on which Quinn Ewers shows up, because that is a staple of Texas's offense. If they don't have a quarterback, 12-16 versus OU and Bama on 20-plus yard throws, 5 of 48 versus the rest. That's wild.
Yeah. It is. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
And Bama's secondary is not bad. They aren't.
No,
they are.
They just had a horrible scheme in that game. That's 100% what that was.
Wow. Thank you, Tim. He's not our resident analytics guys, but he is college football dogs.
I actually think a guy with the famous name that plays at Kansas is going to play a huge role in this game coming up, and that's one Kobe Bryant.
Yes.
Now, to be fair, his name isn't spelled the same, but Kobe Bryant, if he can get in there and affect that Texas passing game, Texas might be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's a tough matchup for both teams. But look at here.
Oh, look at
who's this, Cody?
My baby brother.
That's your baby brother. Kansas is a good team, but I don't think they're a championship caliber team yet. That's a good take, Brandon. That's a good take.
It is, absolutely.
That's a good take.
Now, if they can walk that schedule, they can get there.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah. If this wasn't before, that's a good comment here. If this wasn't before Red River, I'd take Texas big. Yeah, I agree. Are they going to be looking ahead? That's a really good point.
If there's a team I didn't want to look ahead against, it's definitely Kansas.
Yeah, right.
Especially the way that Texas has looked the last few weeks. So
Yeah.
I'll spoil it right now. I'm leading Kansas in this game.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. It depends on which Quinn Ewers puts up there. Y'all, I think it's time we get to some gridiron. We got some games to talk about. We've already jumped into a few of them. But there's some specific ones I think we want to talk about a little closer. And so let's get it. All right, so we're going to do this rapid fire style and just try to get through this pretty quickly because you can talk all day about games. And there's so many shows out there that are going to break down each individual game and defensive scheme and Tim Bailey. And so I don't want to steal any thunder, but I figure we could just say our thoughts real quick and move on to the next one. What's the first game, Cody, that we got lined up? Or do you know?
Oh. I didn't know that I was doing that.
So how about we do this?
Yeah,
just a second.
Go for it. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, we here at the Golden Boot Podcast, we're very prepared. Sometimes we over prepare, and then we get stuff that we think we're going to talk about, and then we never talk about it. So
how about we just pick the winner of the games?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Georgia, Auburn.
Cody, you go first. Let's smile, man.
Georgia.
Yep. Georgia. Easily.
Listen, okay, and one quick note on that. I will say this. Auburn does not have the offense if they switch something up and something miraculous happens where they do have an offense. I think they may have a shot to be in this game. But I know there's somebody, I'm not going to name names, that believes that Georgia is going to get waxed by Auburn. And if you're in the inside circle, you might figure out who that is.
Is it Larry?
It might be
Larry.
And so I know that there's more to come on that, but I think there might be something special happens if Georgia gets defeated by Auburn. But more to come there. I'm not going to spoil the surprise. But to say all that, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Georgia is going to walk off with this one, and Auburn is going to get left in the dust. Tony Thomas says Georgia. Yeah, put in the comments what who you think when we throw it in there, and we'll go. Shh. He's not the fire chief anymore. He's not the fire chief anymore.
All right. How about the next game? Florida, Kentucky.
What do you think?
Give me Kentucky.
Yeah.
Very close.
I hate to say it, but I think it's going to be Florida. Georgia by 21, Brandon. That's a good take. I think it's going to be Florida. Their defense, Chris, I got to give you credit. Their defense does look good. I will give you that.
We see Matt is picking Kentucky 28-21.
Yeah, I saved that.
And I've been seeing that a lot this week from him. My question is, for a team that allowed 26 to Utah, which is a much, much better team than Kentucky.
True.
How is Kentucky going to put up 28 on that defense? I don't see it.
Ray Davis.
Ray Davis that had, up until his last run of the day where he got hurt.
Yeah.
Had 35 yards rushing on 17 carries. That Ray Davis?
Yes. Except he will be better in this game.
Or the Ray Davis that came up lame after he ran off for a 39-yard game.
Ooh.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Is there any update on his status?
I'm sure he's going to play. Why wouldn't you? You've had 2 knee surgeries already. And
right.
Why wouldn't you play? You got a calf injury.
We haven't heard of anything specific to that.
Right.
And I haven't seen anything about it, which means I'm leaning more towards he will play, and they're just keeping it quiet.
Yep.
So.
And for me, Devin Leary has not been that good.
Yeah.
I just can't see Kentucky's offense putting 28 on the board against that Florida defense.
Keep sleeping on Kentucky, Matt. Shots fired. Yeah, keep sleep. Look, Devin Leary, it's no secret, he has not looked the best since transferring from NC State. And Florida defense, say what you want about their offense. Their defense came to play. So we'll see. We'll see. If Devin Leary has a monster game, it would not surprise me, but just haven't seen it yet. So anyway, next game, Chris.
How about Texas A&M versus Arkansas?
Oh, gosh. So, okay, I want to start out with this one on purpose because I am so sick of the media, and jump in the comments if you agree with this. I am so sick of the media calling this a home game for A&M. It's a neutral site, but I don't know how many times I've seen all over every ESPN, whatever media you want to say, well, this is practically a home game for A&M. No, it's not. No, it is not. It's in Jerry World. Jerry opens the stadium up because he is a Razorback. That's why he wanted the game there. That's why he wanted it to happen. And there'll be a lot of Hog fans there. And I just think it's a straight slap in the face. And I hope I get to be ecstatic about it next week. I hope we don't just come out and lay an egg. But 79% thinks that that A&M has a 79% chance to beat Arkansas. I'm like, come on. We took LSU to the wire, and Cody and I both watched that game. I think everybody watched that game. Tony watched that game.
Is there video proof of you watching that game?
There might be.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead and roll it. Lord have mercy.
Where's that?
I don't know. Find it before I just.
Out to the edge. There's the pole on the jersey. Does he finish this catch?
Ooh. He's got that ball.
He's got control of the ball. Let's see where the knees went down. We'll bring in Bill Lamont. Tremendous job as he took the
touchdown.
Knee goes down.
Touchdown.
It looked like he completed the.
That's a touchdown.
Now listen, I need some support here. Do y'all watch football like this at home? Because my wife thinks that I'm the only person on the face of the planet that watches football like this, that yells.
I'm just telling you
what stuff.
When AJ Swan threw his second pick six of the day on Saturday, my TV may have been shattered. I'm just.
I think I can top what you did. So last season, LSU, Florida State, when LSU made their comeback at the end and scored the touchdown before the PAT attempt, I ripped my shirt off. No, like physically ripped, like Hulk Hogan style ripped it, ran through the house screaming, went there to my wife like, oh my God, we came back. She's like, why did you ruin your shirt? I'm stupid and all that good stuff. Only for me to walk back in there for us to have the PAT blocked.
Oh, no. I will say this. That is not the worst. My wife recorded that lovingly, by the way, and sent it to Chris. What you gonna do, brother? I know, right? What you gonna do, brother? That's not the worst that I've done. When Arkansas played Ole Miss and took it down to the wire, and they beat Ole Miss with the 4th and 25, and that whole crazy ball game. You talk about acting stupid. I'll raise my hand. I was acting a fool, and rightfully so, because that's how you watch football. It's a different experience when you watch football like that, right? I need to know in the comments. Does anybody else watch this? Andrew, do you watch this like this? Matt, or do you sit on your chair and just calmly say, "Oh, Kentucky got a touchdown"?
So I got 2 more games for us to talk about.
Yep. Go ahead.
One of them's being played right now. How about Oregon State and Utah?
I was actually going to take Oregon State in that game, to be honest. I don't know what the score is right now.
Matt says no.
I'm actually surprised.
What is okay, spoil us with this. What's the score?
Oregon State 7, Utah 0 at halftime.
At halftime? That's a wow.
Yeah.
Andrew, absolutely, I'm crazy. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Good. Yeah, that's surprising. I figured that'd be a high-scoring affair, but I guess not. Is Cam Rising out there, or no?
Give me just a second. I will tell you if Cam is playing. No, Nate Johnson is 3 of 11 for 35 yards.
Wow.
Wow.
And DJ Ukulele is 7 of 14 for 115 yards at halftime.
Yeah.
What about Martinez? How many rushing yards he got?
Martinez has 8 carries for 51 yards.
Wow.
Right there.
Matt says Utah will prevail over Oregon State. I think so. I think eventually Utah kick it in gear. Is it crazy to think? I mean, we're at week 5. Are we ever going to see Cam Rising on this field?
At this point, I would actually consider a medical redshirt and come back next year.
I mean it.
Might as well.
You get halfway through the season. If he's that hurt to where he can't go, I don't know if we'll see him again. Cool. What other game did you have, Chris?
Notre Dame at Duke.
Okay.
College game day in attendance for the first time ever at Duke.
This is interesting. Put in the comments your prediction on this one because we actually were going to have a guest come in and talk about this, but he actually had to do a high school football game. So we'll bring in Mr. Evan Thomas from We Are Indy Nation one of these days on another one. I already got comments coming in. Duke wins, Tony says. The SEC and what? The SEC still dominates college, Matt. Yeah. Duke getting drugged. So we have 2 totally different opinions there. Man, Notre Dame coming off the close win. I really wish I had the photo of the aerial view where they showed the 2 plays where there was 10 men on the field.
Yes.
That was interesting. It was very interesting how you make that mistake at the end. But I think, Chris, we might have Lou Holtz. Does he have some thoughts on this?
I was blessed enough to get an interview with Lou Holtz this week and have him give his analysis of the Ohio State football game. Y'all, hear what he had to say about this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
It was not fair. The last play of the game, they only had 10 players on the field. Like, listen. If I'm Ryan Day and I'm the gentleman that I claim to be, I'm calling timeout so that they can get that 11th man on the field so it's a fair fight. But you know what? He knows that he couldn't win that game if it was a fair fight. And so we had 10 guys on the field and they took advantage. You know, we were the more physical team the entire day. And then what did they do? They won the game because they cheated. The touchdown Jesus would never do that.
Good.
That was
everybody. Oh my goodness.
My take on this game is the hangover for Notre Dame is going to be far too much.
Yeah.
I think Duke gets this game, and I think it's going to be comfortable. I think they win by 2 scores.
You think Duke's going to win by 2 scores?
Yeah, Riley Leonard is quickly becoming a household name in college football this year.
Wow.
Yep. I actually am taking Duke as well because I'm not going to pick against Duke until I'm given a reason to.
Yeah.
And I actually think they win by 3 scores.
Much to the dismay of my wife, I am going to pick Duke in this too. She is a North Carolina resident. She cannot stand Duke. She'd rather Duke be flushed into the ocean. But, it is what it is. I'm with Brandon. I think it's going to be close. It depends on which Sam Hartman shows up and if Duke has the defense to keep him off of his game. I did not think Sam Hartman looked very good last week. I didn't think he looked good practically all year. So we'll see. Well, yeah, you're a Kentucky fan, Matt. Duke makes me puke. That makes sense. You guys are practically rivals in basketball. This is a football show.
Hey, to quote the great Hunter Dworsky, Sam Hartman hadn't looked good all year. Sam Hartman's the worst quarterback in the world. Notre Dame is the worst team in the nation. Notre Dame couldn't beat Grambling. There we go.
Yeah.
There's a for you.
Yeah. Notre Dame couldn't beat number 16 Air Force or something, or as he would say, or some crap like that. I'm sure he'd say something just crazy.
But no, I really don't think Notre Dame is going to beat Duke at all.
Yeah. No, I think it would very much surprise me if Duke just rolls over and lays an egg in this one. So we'll see. Coached touchdown Jesus as a freshman. Yeah.
So Cody, you mentioned your high school football game last night. You want to do a high school football player profile real quick?
Let's do that thing.
Yeah, let me get it pulled up here, and here we go. All right, Cody, take it away.
All right. So
you want me to do it, Cody, since I'm the one that nominated
I was
it?
about to say, I would rather you take this one.
Okay, I just don't know what I'm doing. I'll just be here. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Chris.
So we even got a image from the game.
Yeah.
The player's name is Jay Allen.
Okay.
He plays for Gibson County, a small school up in Northwest Tennessee.
Yep.
On Friday night, he had himself a complete football game. He had 23 carries for 389 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Hmm.
And on the defensive side of the ball, had 8 tackles, 1 sack, and a fumble recovery. Now you think with numbers like that, the Gibson County is a pretty good football team, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the even crazier stat. Going into tonight's ball game, his team was 0-6.
Oh, wow. Really?
Did they at least win the game?
Give me just a second, and I'll tell you if they won tonight or not. Let me find their score here.
The anticipation is killing me. Matt, we'll get you on this podcast soon. Yeah, we'll bring you on.
I'm looking for it.
Leprechaun's gonna smoke the Devils, man. The Leprechauns do have the pot of gold, so But I feel like I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. That's awesome. That's a heck of a stat, man. I always love it when college athlete when high school athletes put up some stupid numbers. Is he gonna be going somewhere, Chris?
I have not heard. But their score has not been posted yet.
God. I mean, I think these comments are just going to keep coming. Indy catches the pitchfork in the it's a family show. Yeah. Leprechauns, pitchforks. Jeez. It's going to be a magical night.
So, yeah, I thought that was interesting that his team was 0-6. They're actually, and what's even weirder about that, the team they're playing tonight is Stewart County, and they are also 0-6. So somebody's getting a win.
Hey, let's take a quick break, and let's hear from Dano's Seasoning real fast, and then we'll get to our new segment where we do some NFL rapid fire and pick some games on the NFL. So get ready for that. We'll be right back.
Yum, yum, get you some. Yum, yum, get you some. Yum, yum, get you some. Yum, yum, get you some.
Dano Seasoning, food's favorite flavor.
Yum, yum, get you some.
I'm Joe Burrito, your favorite burrito. Whoa, whoa.
Joe, we all know you're the best.
What?
You can always do better.
What you got?
Try the new Dano's Hot Chipotle.
Hey. Ooh, that's spicy. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, get you some.
Okay, well, apparently I'm back. Cool, that works. Usually we have a commercial that brings us back in, but apparently my clicker decided to stop working, so it's fine. Let's get into our newest segment of this, and I think we'll do this through the NFL season. I think we should. A lot of college quarterbacks and college players go on to the NFL. So let's see if we can spice it up a little bit with this. Can y'all hear me? I guess
we can now.
I just talked way too fast, and then it didn't show that I was unmuted. So I got the pick sheet here. I'm going to throw these out here. I want us to just rapid fire real quick, pick the game, starting with Thursday. Wait a minute. Am I doing the wrong one here? I think
you're
I'm
doing
the
next
wrong
week's
one.
games.
I am doing the next week's games.
I tell you what, I've got the NFL games for this week.
Thank you. I was about to say it's Friday. Yesterday was the Packers playing Lions. Did y'all watch that game? Did you see that game? I watched that game.
I watched some of it. Yeah.
It was 27-3 at half, and I'm gonna tell you, the Lions are the team to beat in the NFC North.
They do look good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right.
What do we got?
All right. First game, Falcons Jaguars in the Pixar Classic.
Oh boy, in the Pixar Classic. What do you think, Chris?
You got Jacksonville.
I was about to say you got Trevor Lawrence as Clemson's quarterback. What do you think? Comments? You picking Falcons or Jaguars in that? You're a lion. I'm not a lion. Oh, you're a lion. No, I'm not. Tony. I think I'm gonna take Jags. Go ahead, Cody.
I'm going Dirty Birds.
Dirty Birds. All right, next one.
All right, Dolphins at Bills.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. It depends on if we see Mr. Pick Six come back out there, Mr. Flat throw flat in the flat every throw for Buffalo. He's had a down year. You just saw Miami hang 70 points on Denver, put a daggum college score. Dolphins score 80.
No, that wasn't no college score.
70-20. Shoot,
that was Tecmo Bowl level excellent.
Yeah. Everybody's saying Dolphins. I don't know. I think it's going to be close. Is it in Buffalo or is it in Miami?
It's in Buffalo.
If it's in Buffalo,
I still got to go with Miami because Buffalo don't have the weather advantage.
Yeah,
sure.
What's up, James? How you doing, man? Just in time, buddy. We're talking some NFL. Getting these comments and tell. I will say Dolphins by 3. I think it'll be a closer ball game. I don't think it's going to be an offensive just slap, knock down, drag out like it was against Denver. Denver's a terrible football team.
Well,
continue.
I'm going Dolphins as well, and mainly because Devin Achane, the rookie from Texas A&M, backup running back, came in for an injured guy, and he blew up last week.
Yeah,
so
he did.
Picked him up on my fantasy team, rolling with the Dolphins.
Nice. Okay.
All right. Broncos at Bears. Both teams are 0-3.
They're
both terrible.
They're both horrible. Look, we just talked about Chicago getting beat down in front of Taylor Swift. I mean, that's got to be a rough deal. The first game that Taylor Swift comes to your stadium and you get beat by 4 touchdowns. I mean, it's just crazy. Special teams for Miami. I agree, Matt. I think if I got to go with a better quarterback on the field, Justin Fields is year 3. He does not have it. Russell Wilson is just a tick better. I'm going to go with the Broncos on this one over Chicago.
I think this week you'll see the first NFL head coach fired.
This week?
This week.
Ooh.
That happened already today.
Who got fired?
Giants coach.
The Giants coach got fired. Really?
Yeah.
News to me. I did not know that. Matt
it was
says
announced
Broncos,
like while we're
the cheerleaders. This comment: the cheerleaders win that game.
That's true.
I don't even know the Bears coach's name, but I saw a thing where he's like 3-17 in his career.
It starts with an F, and it's a really hard name to pronounce.
Sounds like the grade for his coaching job.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, they don't have a defensive coach because their defensive coach got resigned for unmentioned reasons.
Mm-hmm.
There's rumors going around that his house got raided by the FBI and nobody said anything. It's a weird situation in Chicago. Next,
I'm going with the Bears. All right, let's do Ravens at Browns. Both teams are 2-1.
The next Vanderbilt coach. Matt, come on, man. Don't bring up Vanderbilt. We don't want to talk Vanderbilt. Okay. What is it? Ravens and what?
Browns.
Ooh. Give
In
me the Browns.
Cleveland.
Give me the Browns.
Yeah.
Give me the Browns.
Yeah, I'm going with Ravens. Lamar Jackson's my fantasy quarterback.
You're just contrary.
Yeah.
All right, Steelers at Texans. Steelers 2-1, Texans 1-2.
Steelers have the better defense. Give me the Steelers.
I think the Texans got themselves a coach.
Yeah,
And
they
what-
do.
And what they did last week against Jacksonville was pretty impressive.
It was.
So I have to go Texans on that.
Yeah,
I'm going Texans as well. Yeah. 2 0-3 teams again. Vikings at Panthers.
Vikings. I don't think the Vikings are as bad as they've been playing.
Sure, I agree on that. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins has looked very off, and there's rumors that he's going to be traded. So I think he might be worried about that a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Give me the Vikings.
Vikings.
All right. Rams at Colts.
Ooh. Give me the Colts. They've been playing some good football, with or without Mr. Fourth-round pick. Y'all know how Anthony Richardson, or number 4 overall pick. I think he's been injured. Let's go Panthers, even though we suck. James, good. I'm glad you're supporting your team. Steelers, Matt says. Yeah, give me. Yeah, I'll go with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll take Colts. One of my favorite matchups: Buccaneers and the Saints.
Yeah, Buccaneers and the Saints. Well, who are you going to say, Chris? Did you say Colts? Or did you say anything?
I'm going to say Rams.
You're going to say Rams. Okay. All right. And then what was it? What was the next one?
Buccaneers and Saints.
Buccaneers and Saints. Give me the Saints.
So, Cody, can I bring out the old school Mr. Benson?
Absolutely.
Mr. Benson.
Who dat said they're going to beat them Saints? Cha-ching! Because every time they score, it's money in the cash registers in New Orleans. Saints win big.
Oh,
They
yeah.
win
That defense,
big?
their defense has played great this year. Yeah, I'm taking the Saints as well.
Well, you got to think though. The only thing, I mean, and I'm taking the Saints too. I don't think they win big, because you got to remember, I don't think we see Derek Carr for a while, and Jameis Winston is their head quarterback. So
Winston's the GOAT.
Sure.
Have you seen who Tampa Bay's quarterback is and what he looked like last week?
Let's see. Who is it, Chris?
Baker Mayfield.
He was terrible.
Tim Bailey. What's going on with Baker Mayfield, buddy? Your franchise quarterback. Anyway, moving on. Saints take this one. I think they bounce back after the loss to the crazy 18-point comeback in the fourth quarter by the Packers. That was something else. But I think the Saints bounce back.
Then we got the Washington Redskins versus the Eagles. I refuse to call them the Commanders. It's stupid.
So, speaking of that, did you know a lawsuit was filed this week?
Yes.
Absolutely. Then that's why I said Redskins tonight.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
So in this day and age, you can't win for losing. Either you try to conform to the powers that be about, hey, let's change the name to be more inclusive, or the people that had the name before are like, wait a minute, that's offensive to my people. You need to change it back. So
I say at the end of the day,
yeah,
let the people in the reservations vote.
I know.
Because I'm so tired of woke white people deciding what's racist and what's not.
Couldn't have said it any better. If they don't have a problem, yeah. So, James, if you're just catching up, yeah. So the tribe that was responsible for naming the Redskins basically said, hey, that picture that you use on the helmet was a chief, and that's a testament and basically a good thing for our people. We want you to change it back, and we're mad, and we're going to sue you because you changed it. That's what the lawsuit's for.
Yep.
So
and apparently there was an agreement when they named them the Redskins that they would never change the name.
yeah.
Yep.
Somewhere there's a clause somewhere in there, somewhere down the phone. Give me the Eagles, and then we'll move on. Go ahead.
Right.
Give me the Eagles, but I want to address this other
you already said
comment
that.
right here.
Go ahead. What?
Anthony Richardson sucks. Matt, let me tell you, Anthony Richardson is a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
This name Levis that keeps showing up in our comments here is a third-string quarterback on one of the worst teams in the NFL that can't even get on the field.
Right.
I said what I said.
He's putting mayonnaise in his coffee. That's so gross, by the way. All right. Next game, Bengals at Titans.
Hell yeah, let's go Redskins. Yeah, I agree. Bengals at Titans. Give me Cincinnati.
Okay.
Time for Cincinnati to do something.
What you got?
The Titans injury list is about 10 players long, and the revolving door on the offensive line has already started for the second year in a row. This game won't be close. Bengals put up a 60-burger on the Titans.
Ooh.
So
is Burrow playing this week?
I'm not sure if he is, but he is hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Titans because of that.
Yeah. And Levis's
Titans
girlfriend
suck.
left him at the draft. Did
I
y'all
saw
see that video?
Yes.
That video was classic. That was great. She was straight up in the DMs of somebody else during the draft.
All right, Raiders and Chargers.
Raiders and Chargers. Give me the Chargers. They've been playing better ball. Oh my goodness! No, wait, are you a Raiders fan?
I am a huge Raiders fan.
What? How did I just know this? What?
Yes.
Oh man. Well, here in a couple weeks, it's going to be me versus you.
Who are you
Devontae
fan?
Adams going against Packers.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So here's a funny thing. I love the Packers as well.
Do you?
Yes, I like the Packers and the Raiders. Those are my two teams I like to watch.
That is very interesting. So you were like, oh, I don't care that Devontae Adams goes to the Raiders because that's my team too.
I was actually sad that he went to the Raiders, to be honest.
Levis was 2-0 against Richardson. That's in college, Matt. That's in college,
not the NFL.
Raiders.
Give me the Chargers because I think Justin Hebert is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, regardless of what the rest of his team does.
He is, man.
I
He's
did
playing
show
a
him
really
my
good ball. Do what?
Cheyenne, I did show my stupid tattoo, okay?
Thank you, Cheyenne.
Cheyenne made me get that tattoo.
Is she a Raiders fan too?
Cheyenne, she hates sports.
Why did she make you get that tattoo then?
She didn't. I was joking. I got it before I met her.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Did she have to ask you what the tattoo was?
No.
Okay.
She hates my tattoo, so it's all good.
Okay. Nice. All right. What's the next one? Is that the last one?
No. So now we got Patriots at Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys. They're gonna bounce back, destroy the Patriots. Not even funny.
I mean,
Levis is 2-0 against Richardson and 0-1 in relationship. Anyway, go ahead, Chris.
the only way the Patriots win this game is if Mac Jones is allowed to continue doing cup checks, unabridged by NFL officiating, that he's done in multiple games throughout his short NFL career.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, she said absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, Cody?
Yeah, give me the Cowboys.
Yeah. They look terrible against Arizona, but that was a fluke loss. Anyway, next game.
All right. Well, Cardinals at 49ers.
Give me the Niners. The Niners have been. That's just not even a ball game. I mean, Cardinals have been playing better, but I think the Niners are going to just wallop them.
Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy
Yep.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. He is definitely
Yes.
top 10.
Yes.
And, what
I
have they
agree.
won? Like 17 straight regular season games or something of that nature?
It's a crazy number.
It is a crazy number, yes. And now they have Christian McCaffrey, who is arguably one of the best, if not the best, running back in the NFL.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
And,
So
the Niners. Oh, yeah. There's no question about it.
You going Niners too, Chris?
Yeah, Niners.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Chiefs at Jets.
Chiefs. All day long, Chiefs.
How about I shouldn't even ask that game. It's common sense.
No. Aaron Rodgers was on. If Aaron Rodgers was on the field, maybe a different story.
Yeah, for sure.
But again, I don't think we're going to see ever the State Farm Bowl happen. The Mahomes versus Rodgers. That has never happened.
I would love
Every
it.
single time the Chiefs ever played the Packers, either one of them two were hurt. I don't know if it may have been in their contract where State Farm came up to the door and just knocked on the door and hit him with a crowbar. You're injured. You're not playing each other. So that's what it seemed like. Yep. So Matt says Chiefs. Taylor Swift is really Mark Zuckerberg in drag.
Wow.
That is about
Agreed.
the craziest statement I think I've ever seen you post, Andrew, or whoever that is. Somebody on Villains.
That's good stuff.
That's a good take. I don't even know what to say to that. That's so out of left field. How many games we got left, Cody?
One more game. Monday
Okay.
Night Football.
Monday Night
Seahawks at
Football.
Giants.
Seahawks. Giants are terrible. They just fired their coach. Seahawks all day long.
Yep. What you got, Chris?
Chris?
I'm going to be the contrarian. I'm going Giants.
The Giants, the New York Football Giants are going to
Yeah,
take
get the
down
Seahawks.
and bounce back after firing their coach. That would be a heck of a little jump. Hey, we have an announcement to make. We actually have a brand spanking new sponsor that I want to tell you about. If you ever get down, you ever get on one of these shows, you ever get during work and you just get dragged and you're bogged down, get you some Rogue Energy. Let's hear from them real quick. And that looks really, really good. Hey, and if you're tired of the mundane taste of boring gamer fuel and energy drinks, be sure to check out Rogue Energy at rogueenergy.com to find incredible flavors, such as black cherry lemon, sour strawberry, strawberry bubble, sour, I can't even talk, sour watermelon, strawberry bubblegum, and rainbow candy. Rogue Energy is sure to keep you hydrated and energized for the day ahead. Rogue Energy. Get it today. So thank you so much, Rogue Energy, for helping us out. We appreciate it.
And don't forget to use the code Golden Boot to get 10% off on your purchase.
I didn't write that down. Thank you, Chris, for the save there. All right, good deal. Man, what a great show. You guys have been great. GG in the chat. Y'all are awesome. I think. What do we got? We got the boot left, I think.
About to say it's time for us to boot it out of here.
About time to boot it out of here. Let's show the boot real quick. And
But
this week's
I have to make an announcement for that too.
we do. Oh my goodness! What's the announcement?
What's the announcement, Cody?
Well, this week the Golden Boot Award is brought to you by Georgia Boot Company.
Georgia Boot Company.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't remember their promo line, but yeah.
I have it somewhere. You sent it to me, and it's lost. So
America's best boots for America's hardest working people.
Something like that, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you to them for sponsoring the Golden Boot. We appreciate it. Now, without further ado, the Golden Boot, sponsored by Golden Boot, or Georgia Boot, is Brian Thomas Jr. this week. I think this is a perfect award. 5 receptions for 133 yards and 2 touchdowns sparked the offense. come back to LSU's 34-31 victory over Arkansas. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I think he showed up and showed out.
He really did.
So.
So that's a great choice for the Golden Boot Award this week.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring up a topic. I actually nominated somebody else.
Yeah.
We collectively decided not to go with that person because he was part of the Golden Boot last week.
Yes.
But I wanted to throw this video out here for people that had not seen it yet. Let me see where it's at.
It's in there somewhere.
Today, Mr. Travis Hunter met with somebody, and I wanted to share the video.
Your boy Travis Hunter here. We back with another banger. We got a special guest. Come on in, man.
What's up with you?
What up?
How we doing? How we doing?
Good. Go ahead and let the people know who you is.
You know,
talk.
Henry Blackburn. You know, played CSU. We just played last weekend or last Saturday. You know, just making sure my guy's straight.
Yeah.
You know, just making sure he's good. Checking in with him. I know we talked after the game on the phone and then through the DMs and stuff. And
made this happen for the people that love to see negativity. This ain't a negative video, man. It's straight positive. And you know how we get. It's nothing but positivity this way. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
So I think that's fantastic how those two gentlemen are handling what many in America tried to turn into something terrible. Kudos to them, and Travis Hunter acting the way he's acting with him and getting together with him. That's great stuff. You know, but like I said, collectively we decided not to go with him because he was part of the award last week.
Yeah. If you don't like Coach Prime, you don't make any sense. I agree. I like Coach Prime. I think he does good things for Colorado. Is he a little arrogant?
He's misunderstood.
He can be misunderstood. Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
But yeah, I agree. I think no matter what, we talked about it tonight. We're going to show that no matter what because we gave the boot to Hunter and Coach Prime last week for handling the way that they did, and then also we gave the jock to the fans that were doing death threats and everything else. Notice those two players don't hate each other. Those two players aren't having a fit. There's no animosity. So stop. That's all I gotta say. There's no reason to start death threats and make it into a racial thing when it obviously is not.
Yeah, and you know, when you look back at the game and you look at that hit, everything that game that led up to that, that hit really was not dirty.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been executed a little bit better, probably, sure. But I mean, overall, it's not like I don't know. I didn't find it that dirty like everybody made it out to be.
Oh, good old Charlie Baker. There he is. There's Tony. Of course, he throws in a zinger, man. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Charlie Baker, what are you doing? Oh, don't forget Kentucky's second running back, McClain.
The one that had 31 yards.
With that being said, let's wrap this thing up. I think this has been a fantastic show. And final thoughts, Cody. Any final thoughts tonight?
Well, I usually in my final thoughts we're giving you an upset of the week. So this week, slim pickings on the upset of the week alert, because there's really going through it. I tried to come up with something that was good.
Yeah.
And I'd say the only upset of the week that I can legitimately call is Kansas over Texas.
Yeah.
And by the way, let me add, I am 4-1 in my upset picks.
Ooh. Chris, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I do have an update. Gibson County.
Yeah.
They did pick up their first win of the season tonight by a 44-0 score.
Oh, wow.
Jeez.
Good.
And the second score update, Oregon State 14, Utah 0.
Wow.
And it's 10 minutes and 37 seconds left in the third quarter.
Wow.
Man, oh man, oh man. That's wild.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me though, to be honest with you.
Oh, Tony, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We try. Oregon State going to win it. I called it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it, unless Utah can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They still got
Cam
time.
Rising's going to limp out on the field in the fourth quarter.
Cam Rising in a wheelchair comes out and just drops dimes.
He's gonna pull a Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher. Oh, man. Well, we appreciate you guys jumping on tonight. It's always fun getting in here and doing this. Tune in next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Yeah, still lots of time left. I agree. And we'll do this next week. This is the I can't even talk tonight.
Golden Boot.
The Golden Boot. The Golden Boot podcast. And we will catch you guys later. Be sure to check us out. Make sure you like the stream. The stream. Good Lord. I promise you, I've not been drinking. My tongue is just
you need some Bones
not
coffee
working tonight.
You need some Bones coffee or Rogue energy.
Yeah. Anyway, but like and share, follow, subscribe, whatever platform you're coming from. We always appreciate it so much. And with that, we're gonna kick this thing off and see you guys. Take care, and let's watch some football tomorrow.
Peace.